What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the lab. I'm Izzo, here with another weekly lab update. Previously, we ran into a roadblock with developing tutorial mode. Specifically, it was a lot of text that needs to be read by the game, formatted, and displayed to the player, with no easy way to accomplish that specific set of tasks. Well, lab, let me introduce you to the INI Writer 2000, name pending and not final. I'm just playing about that part. But sometimes I really do question my decisions. You see, I spent the last 3 days on this, and I'm sure I could have just straight up typed the tutorial text into the strings using events within half that time. But anyways, that's enough of my inner doubts and thoughts. Let's just get back to it. So, after that 3-day side quest, I jumped right into implementing the functionality to read the tutorial text, format it into lovely paragraphs, and display that to the player. I wanted to get goal progression before this lab update done too, but yeah, there were some rough patches that came up. Let's just say there were a lot of moving pieces, and accounting for them all took a lot of trial and error. Anyways, enough of the struggles. Let's take a look at some of the triumphs, aka a sneak peek of chapter 1. So, as soon as tutorial mode is loaded, a menu called Training Program will open presenting that first chapter. Using the arrow buttons, you can navigate back and forth between the paragraphs of a chapter. You can also just skip through to the last paragraph of a chapter using that skip button. At the end of the chapter, that skip button turns into a start button, which is supposed to start the goal phase of that chapter. But as I already said, loading the text is as far as I got so far, so I'll be done soon, I promise. Anyways, with the creation of the tutorial text files and the game being able to read them completed, we have a huge chunk of tutorial mode finished. Woot woot! Now it's all about adding in that goal phase. Well, that's it for the weekly lab update. It's about time I get started adding in each chapter's goal phase. Thanks everyone for tuning in to this week's lab update, and I'll see you again next week. Have a good one, everyone.